Today marks the 112th birthday of one of the most prominent leaders in the history of the UNP, President J.R. Jayewardene. While celebrating the memory of a leader who brought about the dawn of a golden era for the UNP, today we look at the crisis facing the party.
J.R. Jayewardene led the UNP to a historic 5-6 victory in 1977, defeating the People's Alliance government led by then Prime Minister Sirimavo Bandaranaike. While the UNP had always been recognized as a party that bred leaders of an exceptional caliber, at the opportune time Jayewardene entrusted Ranasinghe Premadasa with the responsibility of steering the party to victory. Premadasa noted that he would take leadership if he had the support and trust of the entire party. Ranil Wickramasinghe, who functioned as the Minister of Youth Affairs in the government of President Jayewardene, was appointed party leader in 1994. At the time, many of the party's senior members who were suitable for leadership had lost their lives to terrorism. As a result of a long train of electoral defeats under the leadership of Ranil Wickramasinghe, the UNP was unable to field a candidate from their own party at the presidential elections of 2010 and 2015. The UNP, which had introduced major development projects on a hitherto unseen scale in the form of the Mahaweli Rapid Development Project, Janasaviya, Gammudava, investment promotion zones, apparel factories and the Mahapula Scholarship, suffered the worst defeat in the party's history at the recently concluded local government elections. Party supporters allege that the only reason for the UNP to suffer such an ignominious defeat even when in government is the party leadership. On several occasions in the recent past, rebellion has arisen from the UNP's ranks, calling on Ranil Wickramasinghe to step down from the party leadership. On every such occasion, Ranil Wickramasinghe acted to dilute the pressure faced over time by appointing committees and boards, hiding behind the signboard of party reforms. The most recent example of this is the recent appointment of the 17-member UNP Reforms Committee, chaired by State Minister Ruwan Wijewardene. The second sentence in this committee's report proposes that all major positions in the party should be entrusted to new leaders who are more active. Instead of nurturing a new generation of leaders, the only change that was made was that Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam was appointed as the General Secretary of the United National Party. As a result of the actions of leaders who have prioritized protecting their own positions over the fate of the party for 24 years, the supporters of the single largest political party in the country, the UNP, have been unable to form a government of their own.
I resigned from the UNP working committee according to my conscience. That's why I refused to be in the working committee at a time the party leadership was held by corrupt individuals. We must respect the view of the public. The rogues of the previous regime are still a part of the present regime. This is no laughing matter. J.R. Jayewardene was a president who instilled leadership among many backbenchers of the party at that time. So when the time was right, he stepped down, handing over the party to a responsible successor at the right time. All we have to say today is for the present leadership to take J.R. Jayewardene as an example and to hand over the party leadership to one who will serve both the party and the people. We still remember the insurmountable efforts taken by J.R. Jayewardene to build this party. The question is, why don't we have that now? If we had a strong leadership now, the UNP wouldn't have fallen down to the place it is in today. The main issue I see is that there is no internal policy to protect the party and its candidates. We can see the downfall of the UNP when we go to rural villages. So when we look at the UNP today, we are deeply saddened by the fact what J.R. Jayewardene envisaged for the UNP no longer exists among the party now.
Recently, the party leadership informed the party that they would continue in power until 2025. If this is the case, the second tier of the UNP will have to look on and wait another 7 years to introduce reforms or take leadership of the party. For the party supporter, the hope of forming a UNP government remains a dream. While this situation is harmful for the democracy in the country, it is a blessing in disguise for the opponents of the UNP. For the attention of the people.